And our Birds are trying to get to 3-0 this Sunday against the Lions up in Detroit. We've got a special guest tonight to help us break it down, talk about some more stuff, get into some fun, as we always do. Mike, buddy, are you ready to go?
I was born ready, buddy. Let's go.
And welcome in to episode 127 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons Fancast. My name is John, your host, as always, joined by my co-host, Mr. Mike Cottrell. Buddy, what is cracking?
Man, I'm having a blessed day. I'm having a good day, man. I'm in a great mood, having a great day. John knows why, but it's
I
an
do.
inside joke.
Yes, it is.
Just having a great day, man. I'm ready. We got a great guest tonight. I'm ready to get it going, man. Out of your
Yes,
Falcon
sir.
mind. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Coming to you from Variety Sports Network, as always, for the In the Clutch Studios. Use the code Variety Sports at InTheClutch.com, and you will get, I think it's 10% off your first order. I think I should know that, but hey, you're going to save some money on your first order. Just know that. And make sure you check out Variety Sports. Hit them with a subscription. They have some great shows. The Saturday Showdown college football show, if y'all are into college football, comes on after our show tonight. You can stay tuned, check that out. 7th inning stretch if y'all are still watching baseball, which you should be if you're Braves fans. Great show on Thursdays. They have a basketball show coming starting up I think next month in October, and then Talking the Gridiron, which is just kind of like a NFL Live type of show every Sunday night. So we check those guys out. And also, buddy, it is actually World Gratitude Day. How about that?
Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't that great?
That's a good.
So,
man, I'm grateful for you guys. All right, I'm grateful for you guys for tuning in to Out of Your Falcon Mind, the show that goes off the rails every single show. And for some reason, you come back. I'm grateful for you guys. I love you.
Damn right. And if you are new to the show tonight, make sure you drop us. Hey, if you're new to the show, drop us the mind blowing emoji in the chat, so we'll know you're here, man. We can say hey to you. And with that being said, we'll see you. Hopefully, hopeful. What's up, buddy?
Hopefully,
See
hopeful.
you in here, Bubba Gump. What's up,
Bubba
man? Time to
Gump.
see you, man. He said, "Time to tame these cats." Let's 3-0.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Another PR's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Look,
Birdo.
Birdo in the house. I mean, come on, man. The man has parent-teacher conferences tonight, and he's tuning in. I mean, love you, dude. Damn it. Grateful for you, Berto. Yeah. Damn it. Yep. And if y'all didn't see the show, 95 North meets 75 South on Monday, go back and check it out, man. We had a great time. We had Myler on. The man who drank Bijan mustard in front of Lambeau Field was on. It was a blast, man. So make sure you check that out.
Please go watch that. It was epic.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Kerry, what's up? Kerry said, "What up, Falcons fam? So excited for this Sunday. Feeling pretty confident too, since Detroit is pretty banged up, ready to go 3-0. Hold on, Kerry. I'm gonna stop you there. Feeling pretty confident. And no. Kerry, that's not how we talk shit. Okay, that's not how we talk shit on Out of Your Falcon Mind. We gonna win. We feel really, really Falcon confident. I'll say that.
There you go. You almost bleeped yourself. Oblivion, what's up?
What up?
Yep. Jordan, what's going on, man? Good to see you, brother. J-Boy, 5 racks. What's up, man? Rising Falcons fan. Time to take another cat. Yes, sir. Smitty in the house, buddy. What's going on, Smitty?
The blueprint.
Wait a minute, man. Hey, man, y'all had a great show last night. Was it last night? Tuesday night. Great show Tuesday night.
Well,
what's up, Tim? Good to see you, brother.
That's what I'm saying. We undefeated. I'm not saying 2-0. I'm saying we undefeated. 15 more, buddy. I called it. The odds in Vegas going to go through the roof.
Damn right. So, all right, let's go ahead and bring on a special guest, man, Mr. Chris Tidmore from A1 for Sports. What's going on, Chris?
What it do, what it does, fellas. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, Falcon faithful? Rise up, everybody.
Man, we're doing great, man.
I don't think he should be introduced because, man, if y'all don't know who Chris is, you really lacking. So I don't know what to tell you if you don't know who this is below us, man. But it's his first time on our show, and we've been trying to get him for a minute. So what is it? National Gratitude Day. Thank you, Chris, for coming on the show. Man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate also the Falcon faithful for accepting me, into the Falcon community. Appreciate every one of you guys, the ones who are already subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, man, go ahead and come on over to the show that's cool and fly too, which is A1 Forever Sports. Chris Tidmore, I'll be there.
Damn
Yes,
right,
sir.
man. We and as y'all know, whether you're watching on our channel or whether you're watching on Chris's channel tonight, we are streaming through both. So, man, we welcome anybody that's on Chris's channel to come subscribe to us. And say, man, if you're subscribed to us, man, go subscribe to our boy Chris, putting out great content every week. So definitely make sure you hit them up, man. And we also are on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. If you're listening to us, man, drop us a 5-star review on those platforms so we can keep growing there. The listens keep going up, which is great because, being a YouTube show, sometimes you don't know how that's going to translate to the airways, but so far so good, man. So that works. So we're good there, man. Merchandise, if y'all want some merch, bonfire.com/out of your Falcon mind. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies. It's got our secondary logo on there. And actually anybody that's bought any of the purple ones that we have, it's basically it's Alzheimer's Awareness Month of September. So we're basically it's all of our logos on purple stuff, on purple shirts, on purple hoodies, and half the proceeds go to Alzheimer's research. So much appreciate y'all for getting those shirts and supporting that great cause. Before we get into anything else, Chris, man, your Falcons fandom, buddy, like what age, when did it start? Who's your favorite player? All that stuff, man. Just go right into it.
Well, for me, it definitely would be Too Legit to Quit era, the Dion with the chains. And I ain't really understand what was going on too much being small, but I knew I liked it. And so, just the whole aura and attitude, just that confidence, man. I've always enjoyed Deion Sanders as well, man. But as far as like my favorite Falcon, man, that's hard because, we love all Falcons, right?
All right,
but if I had to just narrow it down to one.
Or when you were a kid when you were watching like in the 90s.
Oh, when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, that would be different because I probably would go with somebody like a Terrence Mathis. Receivers. Yeah,
nobody never said that.
Yeah, because I enjoyed, the playmaking and everything by Terrence Mathis. And honestly, I was at the tail end of Michael Hayes, really just understanding who he was. So that's why I go with Terrence Mathis. I enjoyed his work for what he did for the Falcons, man. So if we're talking about growing up, you know what I'm saying, like instead of being right now, then I would have to say growing up, it would be Terrence Mathis. I know that's probably kind of funny to say. I know a lot of people say Jesse Tuggle, and I loved him too. But just the guy that really just did it for me, I was an offensive kind of guy, I was a kid. So
of course, you want to see offense, yeah. Yeah, I do. One of my favorite players growing up in that same era was Scott Case, just because he smashed people in the face. Yeah. So, like, I love seeing, like, he would be suspended for multiple games and fined now in today's game. But there's no way he'd be able to play. Yeah, no way.
Remember Chuck Cecil, John?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Chuck Cecil take your head off.
Yeah. All right, man. So Mike, this is the 4th show in a row we got an email, buddy.
We go something right, man. I'm loving these emails.
The emails are coming through, man. And on that whole gratitude train that we're on, man, these emails are awesome. Like, for the fact that y'all take time out of your day to write this to us, man, and say some kind things, man. It makes our day, man. Makes our week, to be honest with you. It is really cool to see because again, none of this stuff is anything that me and Mike intended. Like Mike said a few shows ago, we had no intended consequences of this show, rather than we were going to have some fun with it and see what happened. So let me get to the email. It is from Miss Julie, man. We appreciate you so much. She says, "Hey guys, I just started watching your show about 3 weeks ago, based off the recommendation of a friend. I must say this is much-watched TV. You guys are hilarious, and it is such a fun watch. I'm not a fan of podcast myself, but neither is my niece, and she is all the rage about you guys. She bookmarked certain episodes and told me I had to watch. I watched one, then I had to binge the others like a Netflix show. I have so many questions and curiosities. I don't know where to start. First of all, how in the hell do you all mesh so well? You both seem like you are polar opposites, but somehow have the chemistry is second to none. Second, did I really just watch an entire college cheerleading team shoot their shot at Mike all at the same time? Yes. Then he curved it. Mike, you are truly the GOAT. I don't want to turn your podcast into The Bachelor, but my niece also has a crush on you and honestly thinks she has a shot now that you are single. Third, she says you don't have any way for people to contact you directly through. So what's up with that? No IG, no Twitter, no email. So you're so young, but act like our dads when it comes to social media. John, you are hilarious too. Thank you. It is in a very sneaky way. I like that she catches on.
I told y'all that.
my sneaky humor. I
Yeah,
like that
y'all don't
somebody catches it. It's
understand.
great.
John is funny. Yeah.
So I love when you just throw a hard fact out there, then stare at the screen like, yeah, argue with that motherfucker. With your insights during the game, you play in the end at the. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read. With your insights during the games, you play at the end of, and the end that Mike's brutal honesty mixed with some jokes. The ending of your shows are always my favorite part. I'm a Broncos fan, but I can't get enough of Out of Your Falcon Mind. That's how good you two are together. There is no doubt that y'all are about to blow up in this season. You brighten my day. You make me laugh. You make me forget my problems. You give great advice. You give real advice. You break racial barriers. You treat every guest with respect. You give fair and honest criticisms of your team and just seem like two really good guys. Lastly, Mike, so sorry you had to go through everything you've gone through lately, but you inspire all of us the way you handle it. Your smile makes me smile, man. Love you guys, genuinely, Julie. And guys, he put after that, guys, I know the numbers maybe not as high as you as they could be, but please don't stop this show. I promise the world will catch up.
Man, that's beautiful, y'all.
Shit.
It literally got me a little choked up earlier reading. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn.
What's her name?
Julie.
Julie?
Yeah.
Julie. Thank you, Julie. That meant the world.
Yeah, shout out to Miss
She had a
Julie.
few questions
Shout out
for
to
me.
you guys, man. For real. That's beautiful
man.
right there, man. Affecting people like that. That's
That
beautiful.
was pretty cool.
Who knew, man? Who knew? And as far as Mike's social media, Mike is a very smart man, and he realized that he was self-aware enough to go, you know what? This might not be a great idea for myself, so I'm just going to stay off of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's done. And he just stuck to it. I didn't know if he could stick to it. He stuck to it. His only social media is our podcast on Out of Your Falcon Mind at Instagram and on TikTok. You can reach him through there because he's pretty much the only one who actually does it.
Yeah, I just I had to think it over, and it's not for me. It's not for me. So I'm not trying to drag nobody. If you got Instagram, Twitter, that's your thing. You do what you do. It's just tough for me personally. That's not my thing. I don't like the internet that much. It's for our podcast. I don't mind doing it, but I don't fool with the internet that much. I don't like it. I don't like what it does to people. I just don't mess with it. I like my real life. I like to put all my energy into my real life. So that's not, again, man, no offense to nobody that got it, but I know everybody think it's so strange when I say that. They be like, how many kids are you hiding? Or you got a whole family and somewhere. And it's not any of that. It's just that I put it over and I don't do the internet. That's not my thing.
And it's funny because that's something that those same platforms are putting in their minds. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Right. So it's just not my thing. So but like here's what I'll say. I'll be on. It ain't anything that you can't, man, send the podcast through email if you want to ask me a question. You can ask us anything. And I don't have to read it on the show. If you don't want it read on the show, then you don't have to have it read on the show. But you can ask me anything through the podcast email. And I'm not doing like my personal email, I like my personal life to be my personal life. If I want to share that with y'all, that's cool. But if I don't, I would rather it be personal. And that's no offense to nobody.
Yeah, and I think we can probably pretty much tell if the email needs to be read or not. So if it's a personal question, we won't read that.
And here's what I'm saying. I run TikTok. So if you want to ask me something, just go through TikTok. And then
there you go.
John won't see it if you want to be a pervert.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, man. And as far as the chemistry goes, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've been friends for so long, man. We were just family. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm glad it comes out that way because it's not forced. It's just, it's just us being us. And it is. I mean, so I'm glad it comes out that way. It's great.
John is my
How did you two meet, man? Like, how did you two meet?
Everybody asks us this shit, but it's just insane. But go ahead, John.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes. So I grew up here. I'm from Virginia, but I grew up here right since I was 3 years old. We moved to Las Vegas for 3 years and then moved back in 2009. Mike moved down here from Washington, D.C. in 2009. We happened to get a job at the same spot. So our cubicles were like diagonal from each other. And it was a terrible job. We hated it. We were there all day long, calling people, emailing people, interviewing people. And the only way that we kept sane was each other. We just we kind of clicked from the start. Falcons was part of it, but it was more than that. It was just like, man, this is a cool dude. He thought I was a cool dude. We made our side of the building laugh. I mean, we were just always cutting up, having a good time, whatever. So, and then it just continued, man. We just kept talking, we just came closer and closer. He was the first person to find out that I was going to have a kid because I got the phone call while we were at work, and he's my son's literally thinks he is his uncle. I mean, he's been his uncle. It's been his Uncle Mike since like day one, man. So it's like
that's beautiful, man.
And he had no idea. And it's what's funny, Chris, is he had no idea when I think he was like 9 years old, something like that. He had asked like, "Hey man, are you and Mike like really brothers?" And I said, "No, buddy, we're not really brothers." I said, "We're not blood," but I said, "But we just call each other, brother. That's just what it is." And he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." He's like, I thought you guys were the same age, so that'd be kind of weird. No, nothing about that. Mike was a different color than me. Nothing at all. Like he was just confused more about the age. Like that wasn't even his. I was so happy, man, when he said that. I was like, man, that's awesome, man. So
yeah.
So yeah. So
and
anyway,
I just want to man throw this in there too. I hear everybody say, man, day one, and he's my day one. And I don't ever view that as that has to be the person that you grew up with from like the sandbox. Man, the day one is the person that from the first day you met them, they never stab you in your back. They haven't talked behind your back. They always treated you with respect. They always treated you kindly. They help you out if you're going through somebody that always been real with you since day one. That has been John with me. So I go to war about John. I go to war for John. So John is my real brother. So like I said, it ain't for the podcast. It ain't for the internet because I don't do the internet. This is just my real brother. So we decided to do a podcast and it came out great. And like y'all seem to like it. So I appreciate y'all and I appreciate John.
There you go. Hey, I got you, buddy.
That's beautiful, man. Wise words right there, man. Wise words.
There you go.
And I just want to say this too. Hold on, John, before we go. Man, I don't want to. I'm good on girls. I'm good on girls. Yes, I don't.
I can see how you was trying to word it. Like, hold on, I don't want nobody.
Yeah, I'm good on that. So I appreciate everybody that's. Yeah, I've been having some wild experiences because I said I was single. So I am great. I'm good. I appreciate y'all. I am flattered. Thank you so much. But we don't need to turn the show into, Mike's single some shit. So
right.
I'm flattered though. Thank you so much for all of that. I really appreciate it.
Bachelor, but
yeah, I don't want to turn it into that. So we don't need to do that every show. But thank you. I love you.
That's hilarious. All right. So let's get on to some Falcons talk, man. Before we move on to Detroit, man, Chris, your view of last week's game, buddy. Just overall, your takeaways. What did you get from that Packers game?
Takeaways from the game. Everything is still a work in progress. Chemistry still has to be pretty much made. I know it's an underrated word, but I know we're worried about the pass rush, and I am too. But we still have to get the sub, the sub packages going on and see what works, man. Overall, we've both already, displayed our thoughts about how we feel about it. But honestly, we're 2-0. We're undefeated. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Things can get better. Yes, I do have a stat for you. The Falcons did come in at 44% as far as pass protection. That's the 4th lowest in the NFL this past week. But guess what? Even with that, we still had the playmakers and made the plays, and fortune was on our side for us to be undefeated. So that game is behind us. That's, in my opinion, that game is behind us. We need to be focusing on Detroit so we can go 3-0.
Put Chris on Sports Center, dog. ESPN. Come holler at my man right now, dog. He giving them answers, them Sports Center. I love it, Chris. I love it. Hey, hold on, but I have to ask you, Chris, is there a spot you saw where it was like the high point? Like you said, we are great at this. Like we are already here with this one thing. It don't need to be improved upon. We already good at this one area. It was there a bright spot for you that you felt like, no, we are crushing it in this one area right already?
Oh, of course. It's a guy named Bijan Robinson.
There you go.
We're definitely doing very well in that department. And he also has a buddy named Tyler Algier that you can't forget about, who's coming through bulldozing. And I got an interesting thing that I thought about, and I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention and get you guys' thoughts. So this offense right here with Bijan and Tyler Algier, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like almost like an old school Tennessee Titan smash and dash, isn't it? You know, when they both were good, when they both was fresh, it's almost like an upgraded version because I feel like we have the better backs between those two if we're talking about overall. Because Bijan is absolutely shifty, playmaking, dominant, and he's really, man, just came in and causing people to make videos asking, will he be bigger than Vic? Will he be as big as Vic? That's just his impact that he's had. And this man has only been playing 2 games. 180 rushing yards, y'all. Only behind Christian McCaffrey, who is, of course, a man beast in his own. But John Robinson, he's a rookie, y'all. And he's behind Christian McCaffrey. He's number 2 as a rookie. Come on. So Bijan is definitely the brightest spot, I can definitely say, because if he's not making some plays, and let's just be honest, if a couple of interceptions don't go our way, it's a possibility, man, we lose that game and we're having a totally different conversation. We're looking like the Lions, trying to figure out what went wrong, what we do wrong, how can we bounce back? And fortunately for us, we're not doing that. We having Victory Mondays, you know what I'm saying, Taco Tuesdays, whatever we have, man, it's because we're winning, and that's all that matters. Just keep winning.
I love it.
Man. Dude, Bijan, I mean, the thing is, like, the safety, the linebacker, whoever it is, can be in perfect position to make the play, and he still don't make the play because of the talent that kid has, man. Like when Mike and I went to training camp, you could just see it on the field, dude. Like his feet are just something different, man. It's like it's you know, when people were freaking out over Troy because Troy couldn't hang with him on the one-on-ones, I'm like, I hope he can't. Like on a one-on-one, he should be able
to be able to hang.
No, like don't worry. Like that shouldn't happen in any situation, you know. So, yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Definitely a bright spot. In general, though, around the NFC South, did y'all happen to see the Saints and Panthers game after our show on Monday night? Mike, what'd you think?
Shit show.
Yeah, that's what I said before you came. That's what I told Chris earlier. My exact words. So there's a shit show. Yeah,
sloppy shit show.
The only thing I keep seeing over and over is Bryce Young lining up behind right guard.
Ooh, that was tough. He's off to a rough start, man. He doesn't have any.
I'm talking about. I got family in the Carolinas. They are going ballistic right now. They like, oh, throw him away. What? He don't even. He supposed to be in the Nick Saban offense. What? Them folks in Carolina mad about that one, boy.
A lot of that stuff is coaching, man. A lot of that stuff is coaching. It just reflects on you poorly as a coach, because it's like having a kid that's in school who just fucking acting the fool. It look like you a bad parent if you are not. It just look like you are. Who is your parent? You know, and that's how it looked like. Man, what is the coaching doing on both of these teams? It looked bad for the 2 coaches.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that, you know, like we've seen it before, man. You could be the number 1 pick quarterback and you're just trying to struggle right out the gate because it's your first start in NFL, your first time in NFL. They did him no favors.
Divisional game too.
Divisional game. Yeah, he literally. I mean, when Adam Thielen is your best choice for a receiver.
Yeah,
I mean, and then and a rookie and Jonathan Mingo and like, I mean, DJ Shark. He's been hurt. I mean, it's like it in a shaky offensive line. So yeah, he's not totally really set up there for a whole lot of success. And then they had Shaq Thompson now out for the year, which is, I mean, I hate to see good players go down, man. And like even if it's a rival, you hate to see players like go out for the year. But so Shaq Thompson out for the year. Then y'all see Michael Thomas talking shit in the tunnel after the game, and Derek Brown chasing him. Oh yeah, he was talking. Derek Brown was chasing him down. He didn't want no part of that. He turned the corner.
No, you better not.
Nah. So yeah, that was. I don't know. We've heard. I mean, if not for like an amazing catch by Chris Olave, then they were the Saints offense was struggling mightily during that game. So I mean, it was that catch kind of got him in the groove to at least score some points there at the end of the game. And then Baker, man, going 2-0 Baker. Who guessed? Who would have guessed? So he's got the Eagles though on Monday. So I think that's going to come to an end.
Man, a trash can get a steak, man, every once in a while.
Yeah, man. You know how, like we was talking about it, off air, John. You know how Baker do. In the beginning, he'll give you a little something, and then he'll come back down to being Baker. He showed it too many times already.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, until you prove me otherwise, man, that's who you are. I mean, you consistent for a couple of games, then all of a sudden, like, what are you doing? So I mean, and again, against a tough defense like the Eagles, I think they'll probably rattle them a little bit, and there's no way they should come out winning that game. So, pop back in the chats. A few other folks popped in. Ricky, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Rick,
Funeral Services.
funeral
what's up,
services. That's crazy.
Yes,
man?
sir.
My
Hey, what it do?
A1
Funeral.
Morgan man.
Morgan, man. What's up, Stacey? Good to see you, dude. He said, got to get this run game started early. The Falcons win by a touchdown. Actually, that's my exact score prediction, and we'll get to that later on in the game, man. Jay Black, what's up, dude?
Jay Black.
Good to see you, man.
Gentlemen. Right.
Just trying to pop, see if I miss it. Hey, Brewski's in the
Big
house.
boy,
Good to see you, dude.
Brewski. A1, man. You know we got Chris on the show, man. Hit
Hey,
that like
man.
button.
Man,
Man,
got to
gratitude, man. Gratitude day.
Yeah.
Terry said, Mike, my God, the emails are just girls shooting that shot. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm flat, but I don't want it to.
Oh, man, Mike.
No,
man.
this one was more than that though. She was just saying that her niece was.
Yeah.
It was a lot more than just that. Yeah. She was just saying her niece was interested. That's all, which is okay. That's fine. It was all good, man. Twisted Torch, what up,
Twisted
Terry?
Torch, my man.
What it do?
Yeah, make sure y'all checking out Terry every week, man.
Please go check my man out.
Yeah, man.
Every week, dude.
channel
Hey,
right
Liam,
there,
what's
man.
up, buddy?
Liam, what up?
This is my son checking in. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
He was playing some Madden down there. I don't know if he's still playing Madden or not.
Okay.
Brewski said it's almost the weekend. Hope y'all been having a great week. I'm ready for Sunday. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be a good day of college football too on Saturday. I can't wait, man. So look at this. Look at that, Mike.
Wow, love the end of that email. That was amazing. Couldn't
Right.
agree with that more. Couldn't agree more with that last paragraph, Julie. Thank y'all for that. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit does have you choked up sometimes because it's not intended that we trying to have no type of positive effect. We just trying to be us, and if that have the effect, it's just amazing because it's
It
effortless.
really is.
We
really
really
is.
appreciate that. Twisted Torch says only week 2. The pass rush will catch steam. I think he meant 3. Oh no, he meant the pass rush will catch steam. Hopefully by week 5. A lot of passes deflect in hurries. So that's a big improvement for the Falcons. Yep. We'll
Big
catch
time.
on. Twisted
Big
was
time.
saying that we will catch on. Uncle Steve, my
Hey.
man, everybody's favorite uncle. Man,
Indeed.
hell with Shannon Sharp. It's Uncle Steve. That's my
Damn
boy.
right.
What's up, John and Mike and Tip? It is crazy that there's a small portion of confidence, cockiness leading into this line's match. A small portion. Ain't no small portion here. Like
Yeah,
Tony,
man.
it feels good. You damn right it feels good.
Yeah, make sure y'all checking out Uncle Steve, man. He's got the Friday brunch tomorrow, I believe, 1 o'clock, so something like that. Make sure if y'all can check him out, man. And then of course Monday minutia is great, man. Every week, we got to get on. We got to figure out our schedule, buddy, and hook up with Uncle Steve. We got to do that's the one thing we got to be doing. Let's see if I missed anybody in the chat before we move on. I already said Bubba Gum. What's up, Wallace? What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Our boys at Fat Boy
Fade away, my man.
Darren said, what's up, guys? Like, hey, man, I'm loving it, man. And Jay Black said, Bryce having a hard time focusing. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think he practiced these last 2 days either. I think he hurt his ankle or something like that. So, yeah.
Pam.
Miss Pam, what's going
on? Rounds. I
agree.
Sorry for
you guys, give me 1 second. This thing is starting to trip on me.
Chris just froze up, but it's all good. He'll be back in a minute. He said, I feel sorry for Bryce. He shouldn't have been thrown. You know what? John brought that up on a previous show. I thought it was a great point. He said, it's kind of great to be first pick overall, but you always get thrown. And when you're a quarterback, you get thrown to the shittiest team with no receivers, no running game. Just like you might have a shitty line, and they might say, like turn the franchise around, and you be like, dog, I'm new here. What are you putting it all on me for? And you get no help. You get just thrown in a shitty situation. So, but
and I mean,
about Bryce, he is built for that. So I have all the confidence in the world. I heard he was built for that, so he'll be fine. It's just his first year.
I mean, mentally, mentally,
John
Bryce is
John,
there. Yeah, mentally, Bryce is there. It's just it's tough to do by yourself at any level. And I mean, especially here. And I wasn't necessarily sold on Frank Reich as a head coach anyway. And I mean, the jury is still out, but I mean, not a great start. We'll see what happens when they get some more talent in there, but it's pretty.
They should have gave that job to Steve Wilkes, and I still stand.
Dude,
there you go.
100%.
There you go.
100%. He earned that damn job, dude. I mean, they completely turned around their season when he started coaching that, and you could tell they were playing harder for him than they wanted to play for him, and then they just we're gonna give it to you. Made
Bro,
no
this
sense
is the
whatsoever.
greatest comment so far. He said, "I'm smoking on the Lion Pack Sunday."
Hey, Adam
Falcon mind.
Falcon mind.
Yeah,
Now
J boy.
I love it,
yes,
man.
sir.
I love it. Me and Red Machine said, "What's up? Finally catching you live." Hey, appreciate it,
Yeah,
buddy.
thank you,
Appreciate
Mean
it,
Red
man.
Machine. Let's
Mean
go.
Red Machine.
Is it
Almost,
Sunday?
hopefully.
Yeah,
Almost,
hopefully it's coming.
Almost, man. Almost.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It
so I
feel
try
like
to tell
Wallace
people that.
said, I tried to tell people that Bryce was going to struggle as a rookie quarterback in his first year on a bad team. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I don't know that Wallace has been wrong yet. He just
This is
throwing it sometimes, and I don't know that
This
he
is a
missed
fact.
yet. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
All right, man. So
Hey, man.
they're talking about the Lions, so let's get into the Lions. We got the injury report. Good news for us. Troy Anderson was officially cleared his concussion protocol. He is back.
Yes.
So that is great news. As far as today, Bud Dupree didn't practice. He had an illness. And then CP was out again, which is odd because CP was a full participant the last couple of days and he missed today. So I don't know if that was just like, okay, you're good. Okay, rest today. Or
I hope it's just a rest day.
Yeah,
me too, man. Me too. And then also Jeff Okudah was a full participant again today. And that's been the talk. Is he going to come back against his old team this week and show out, or even, or were they going to wait another week just because, they're trying to ramp him up and get him there. So he sounds, the way he speaks, sounds like he'd be fine with it. But, how you speak and how you really feel about something, especially going back up there, that might be a little different. The emotions might be running a little bit too high. I don't know. I don't know the man personally, but I know that might be how I might be. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Right.
I know when my son plays his former team sometimes, like, he's hyped as hell. And so sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. So far, it's been a good thing. But, that can be hit or miss with guys. But, I mean, the way that they kind of got my cues ready, I don't know that they're going to just throw Okudah out there just yet. So I don't expect to see him. Chris, what you think, man?
Man, I would love to see Jeff Okudah, man. Him come back against his old franchise, man, start and make a big play, man. If he plays, I wish he would get something like, old school Deion Sanders. I hate that he did it against us, but hey, get a pick against your old team, run down that sideline for the touchdown, man, and let them see what you lost. But I'm also I'm willing to let him wait another week and maybe just display him in London when we got Calvin Ridley and others have to deal with. But I would love to see Jeff, man, because I can tell you one thing: I'm nervous when Trey Flowers is out there, and you better believe that other teams are watching that tape. So anytime he's out there, he's going to get picked on. It's over with. It's almost like he got picked on by the bully and didn't do nothing. Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
With.
Yep.
Yeah. Trey. Yeah, Trey. I mean, he. I would rather see my cues this week across from AJ, just because nothing else. I mean, just the speed alone and his just ability to cover. He was the safety, right? And Seattle tried to make him a corner, didn't quite work. I mean, so if they put him out there in nickel, okay. I mean, like I can see that if you want to put him on a tight end or something like that, that makes more sense. I mean, you don't want him, God forbid, St. Brown being lined up with Trey Flowers. That'd be a bad.
That's
bad
not
thing.
what you want.
No, because AJ doesn't follow guys around the field, so I mean AJ sticks to his side. So whoever's there is there. So I mean I'll just kind of rather see my cues and then hope, like you said, that Okudah's back next week. Now the Lions, on the other hand, Lions are kind of beat up, man. Y'all have all heard, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson went down with the was it ACL, I think. So he's out for the year. Which is huge. I mean, that's literally their best player on defense, man. He brought a whole nother just swagger, energy to that team. So that's a big loss for them. Today, I think St. Brown practiced, but he's been dealing with the toe that he hurt last week. So
he's going to didn't practice, brother.
He did not?
He did not practice.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Well, even better.
Him and Josh Reynolds are both questionable for Sunday.
That's crazy. So yeah, that's
and Josh. Okay.
Yeah. So David Montgomery's probably out. We already know that. So it's going to be more Jahmyr Gibbs, which we'll get to Gibbs in a second. Safety Kirby Joseph did not participate today. CB Emmanuel Mosley did not participate today, nor did their center Frank Ragnow, which is he's played a really good couple of games. And then the tackle Taylor Decker is out. And then, as Berto said on Monday, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce his name, but Vaitai, that's his last name. He'll with a knee. He did not practice today either. So yeah, I mean, you look at what the Lions have done so far this season. I mean, of course, they had that crazy game against the Kelsey-less and Chris Jones-less Chiefs. Regardless, they still played a hell of a game. They won the game 21-20. Doesn't matter. Injury is part of the thing. So they kudos to them on that. And they come back last week, give up a lot of yards, give up a lot of offense, losing overtime to Seattle. Have a few, obviously, hiccups. I mean, a bright spot, Jeff Goff, has played really damn good so far this year. I think he's completing his passes about an 80% clip, which is pretty solid. Jahmyr Gibbs hadn't been used a lot, which is curious because you spend a 12th pick on him, which, I get he's a little small. You might want to ease him in, but I mean, that type of dude, after watching him in Alabama for a couple of years like I did, and of course here 1 year at Georgia Tech, that's somebody I'm getting in the mix early, like in a hurry, whether it's in the pass game, run game, everything. And I mean, I know that David Montgomery and he's the bell cow type of back or whatever, but I expect to see more Gibbs, man. But I'm just surprised I haven't seen as much this year so far. But he is going to be a tough matchup for whoever that he might be lined up on. Tip, what's your thoughts on that?
Hey, man, we can't be fooled, man. Gibbs is a baller, man. Averaged over 1,300 yards from scrimmage and 10 touchdowns, his last year at Alabama. So he has to be taken as a threat, and he hasn't been used yet. So you better believe that he's chomping at the bit. And one thing about the Falcons cannot do, is allow this to be the game that he goes off. Because you know how it's been in the past. We've had things like that just seem to just happen. Guys just going off on the Falcons. No more. We got to calm all that down, man. The defensive line got to get they push. The linebackers got to get they push, man. We just got to dominate this game as we silently did against the Packers, man. But, that's lost in the sauce. But we got to be mindful of Gibbs. Gibbs is a baller. Do not be fooled. And the Lions have a decent offensive line, even though they are banged up. I expect them to try to run the ball against us. And I don't want us to pretty much get a taste of our own medicine. We got to stop that.
Agreed. Mike?
Oh, I don't have a comment on that. I do have a comment on this. Chris is like rattling on shit. He don't got no notes. Them stats is in his head, dog. Please go subscribe to this man, son. He just rolling on. He ain't look down. He ain't look at his phone. None of that. Come on, Chris. Man, ESPN, dog. Come on.
No, man. Hey, trust me, man. Everything is a process. It's preparation. I'm telling you.
I love it, dog. I absolutely love it. I mean, underrated. Chris, let's go. Tyler said, hit that like button for the best spot, for the best podcast. You see that? For the best sports podcast in all the South. Thank you, Tyler.
Appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you,
it's
brother.
It's National Appreciation Day. Give us some appreciation in the comments, okay? Because I appreciate you. Oh, my man.
What up,
y'all told everyone give Bryce
Angel.
Dog, he'll tell you I don't know how to do like TikTok. That's what I told you in that. Man, I did some shit. I fucking waved at him like I was flirting. I didn't even know. I sent a wave on TikTok. I was trying to type him and I sent a hi like I was flirting with him. I'm sorry, bro. I was not flirting.
I wasn't flirting, brother. I promise you.
I promise. I just be hitting buttons to try to see what works. But that's my man, dog. Please, dog. His TikTok is hilarious. Y'all go subscribe to my man Archangel on TikTok. It's dope.
All right, and Chris, I'm glad you mentioned the defensive line and their offensive line. So, to me, I mean, we've the first two games, we've seen Nielsen dial up a lot more pressure in the fourth quarter of both games, which is great. I mean, that's when you want to be dialing up pressure. But I would love to see it earlier in the games. I mean, I kind of just however you got to do it. Try to get some pressure on Goff, because if you look at Jordan, like watching the 22 man. And just watching the game, I mean, Jordan Love, I could have completed passes, man, if I had that much time. Like, he had just pockets after pockets to just sit there and like, all right, let me find a guy. We can't. And Jared Goff, by far, I think I said Jeff Goff earlier. Jared Goff, by far, better quarterback than Jordan Love, better quarterback than Bryce Young right now in his career. So, veteran, right? And and they put him in a spot there to succeed. And so, you can't give a guy like that all day long. He's going to pick you apart, man. So we're going to have to get upfield, do whatever we need to do. I thought it was interesting hearing that we joked about it on the show. I mean, we're kind of serious, but we were talking about how well Nate Landman played, filling in for Troy Anderson. Like, man, I wonder if they would consider some 3 linebacker looks. When Troy comes back. Well, Jerry Gray and Nielsen both mentioned it this week, and they're like. I think somebody asked him, and Gray said, well, with that type of performance, it makes you as coaches sit back and wonder, like, man, maybe we should consider some 3 linebacker packages
Love
because
it.
man, right?
Chris, why you say that, Chris?
Why do I love it? Oh man,
Yeah.
it gives you another element to the defense, man. It gives you another look. You want as many looks to give the offense as you possibly can. I mean, that's just my opinion. So it's just another element. If you can have a 3 linebacker look, and and it's being effective, shoot, go for it. Because you only can see if it works one or 2 times, and and see where it goes from there. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, and Nate, he's obviously better in the run game than he is in coverage. He wasn't bad in coverage last week, but he was a lot better stopping the run, coming up, hitting guys. That's what you love to see. I mean, just like Hellam's nickname was Hitman at Alabama, his nickname was Hitman at Colorado. So,
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So it's it's just that mentality you got to bring, and so just cool, man. I thought that was interesting, but yeah, like I said, I hope. To me, that's one big key. We got to get pressure on Jared Goff. And like you said, Chris, we can't allow him to just run. And because we haven't been great against the run the first 2 games. I mean, it helped that Aaron Jones wasn't in the game last week and A.J. Dillon just not that guy right now.
Tremendously.
Yeah, big time. But, Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders could do whatever they wanted pretty much the first week, So that we got to shore up for sure, man. Mike, we'll start with you, Chris. Actually, you know what? Let me get this question first because I've been meaning to hit this. Jay Black said, Tip, what do you think about Bud Dupree's performance so far?
Great question.
To be honest with you, Bud Dupree's performance, especially last week, was kind of underrated. It was a few times he got pressure and was able to free up another man. Early in the game, I know he would pressure, and next thing you know, David Amanyata almost got a pick. And then later on in the game, he took 2 guys with him, and Abercady was able to come through, toward the end of the game when they started generating the most pressure. So as far as Bud Dupree, he's been okay. Of course he can always be better, but he's been okay. And honestly, I do want more snaps for Arnold Abercady just because he is younger, 2nd round draft pick. I do want to see more of Abercady. I want to see more of Harrison, more of Malone. Those are guys who we spent draft picks on, and they need playing time. That's the only way to get better, or at least to see if it's time to move on. I mean, you got to get out on the field and show improve, and I want to see some of the younger guys still get some opportunities too because they need it. But Bud Dupree, he's been okay. I'm not disappointed with Bud. It's only 2 games as well, so let's not get too high or too low.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Terry said earlier, Twisted, he's talking about, by week 5, the pass rush should be, you think, better. I mean, because it does take a little bit for their communication, for them to figure out each other as well. So, I mean, we know they're talented guys. It's just a matter of them putting it together and getting there. But like you said, man, I mean, but as long as Bud stays healthy, which knock on wood, so far so good, I mean, then he should be, he a hell to play for any tackle, on the outside for sure. And so looking at basically my top 3 threats on the offense for me, it would be Jared Goff, obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs, and I mean, if St. Brown plays, I'll say St. Brown because he's the best wide receiver on the field for them. And I'll give an honorable mention to Laporta, their rookie tight end, because again, this tight end sometimes will come back and hurt us. So, but that's my 3. I just think if we can, you can't get too one-dimensional. And we'll talk about our keys or other. But anyway, Chris, your 3 guys on offense that you're kind of worried about, or if they're different than that.
Well, if it's on offense, I'm talking about, you just mentioned a guy. One of your honorable mentions is actually one of my guys that I'm worried about. The Lions used a tight end, and Laporta, he has 10 catches for 102 yards right now. And the thing about it is they're using their tight end. My God, we have a tight end that is light years better than that. So I'm just, man, they use their tight end. And I expect them to use them in this game, too, across the middle of the field, wherever they possibly can use them. So, yeah, I'm worried about Sam a little bit because he is being used. This old saying about, the tight end being the quarterback's best friend. Jared Goff being 6'4", just like Jordan Love, and a 7-year vet, he's going to find his tight end. He's going to find those mistakes that Jordan Love didn't find. And I want to point out just one mistake that I'm talking about. We can't have a guy like Troy Flowers letting a guy like Romeo Doubs streak across the field, because if Jordan Love sees him, that's a touchdown, and that's at a crucial point of the game. I think we're down by where it's 24-19 at that time. But if he
Mhm.
sees him, that's a touchdown. We can't make that same mistake against Jared Goff, who's a 7-year vet. I ain't saying he's a world beater. I'm saying he's a 7-year vet that has seen more things than Jordan Love has. So that's what I'm just saying, man, guys. We got to be mindful, and that's another person who I'm mindful of, Jared Goff, because even though I don't think that he is, again, like I said, is a world beater, he is a veteran quarterback, and mistakes that Jordan Love was made, I believe that Jared Goff may be to pick up at least on one. Not saying all, but at least maybe one of those, and we can't have that. I'm on Ross St. Brown. I'm worried about him, of course, because I mean they can use him everywhere. He's almost like their Bajan in a way, because they use him in the run game, the pass game, screen, rushing, whatever they want to use him at. And he's dynamic like that. So with him being questionable for Sunday, fingers crossed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I'm taking any advantages I can get. I'm not shameful. I'm not shameful about, oh, this guy didn't play. That's the NFL. That's sports, period. Injuries happen. And whoever's on the field is just on the field. And, you know, that's pretty much my keys, because I was about to go into another point. But just to stay on topic, man. But yeah, just to stay on topic, guys, man. Those pretty much are my three. And then my honorable mention is Jahmyr Gibbs, just because he is the number one this week. There will be no David Montgomery in the way, because, of course, being another veteran and a capable back, that's the reason why he was getting his touches taken. But now it's his show. And, of course, you know he's ready to show what he can do. We can't allow that. We just can't have it.
Yep. Mike?
I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs is one, because I think that he playing for his job. He playing for the starting job. So he gonna come with everything he got. He playing with all his might. He gonna give it. He may be a problem. I don't know. He a rookie. It'd be his best effort. I will say that. And the same thing that y'all said, but that tight end is gonna be a problem, because it's a veteran quarterback. And it don't matter who the veteran quarterback is. His best friend is the tight end. When he getting rushed, it's going to the tight end. He feel a blitz, it's going to the tight end. So if we can't cover that, and he proved he can catch, he is not about to drop that ball. Yep. So we need to be on the tight end. And I love what he said too. He slid in a sneak this. He said, our tight end is 10 times better than that man.
Man, light years, family.
Really is.
So why does he just get ignored unless he wide open? Like, he got to be wide open for him to get the ball. Like, it's like he got to be. So I think you got to, but it's you playing a veteran quarterback. He's not going to make those mistakes, Jordan Love. He's not going to feel like panicked, and he's not going to do that dumb. I'm telling you, man, we got to, here's what I'm saying. It's like this, man. It's funny to be like, man, arrogant and all cocky. We going to, but if you go to sleep, if you so arrogant that it caused you to go to sleep, the line's gonna kick your ass. So you can't be like on some, oh yeah, it's the brand new regime, and you get so arrogant, because the lions will kick you in the mouth. So you cannot do that. Like, they got weapons, man. It ain't like the Panthers when we played the Panthers, where we not scared of nothing. Oh, the Lions got some weapons, so you can't go to sleep. You could be confident, but you can't be so confident that you overlook them, because you will get your first loss if you do that.
Yeah. I mean, right, and their defense, I mean, led by Aaron Glenn, which I think is going to be a head coach in this league sooner than later. Dude's bright mind, knows his stuff left and right. You know, obviously Aiden Hutchinson, he hadn't had, I think he's only had one sack.
I love that dude.
But the dude's been pressuring. Like, I watched the first 2 games this week that he's been getting pressure. He's been like causing havoc. It worries me to death that McGarry is going to have to deal with that because he's not equipped to deal with that. I just don't think he is. I mean, until he proves to me that he can stop a speed rush, I'm not going to have any faith in him. I mean, he's a great run blocker. His pass blocking skills still need a ton of help, and I don't know that we're going to get it, because he this far into his career, it kind of is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? So chip him, put a tight end over there, Jonnu, Keith Smith, somebody. We're going to have somebody helping out with Aiden, because he will create some issues.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, John. And we're talking about a guy. We have to keep him without. I think I don't believe he has a sack yet. And that's actually one of my points. I don't want him to get any sacks. So even if he does have one, I don't want him to get any against us. You know, he can get all the sacks that he wants to after us. And then if they play us in the playoffs or something like that, I'm sneaking that in there. We going. But
Yeah.
playoffs or anything like that, I don't want him to get nothing that game either. But yeah, man, we're talking about 9.5 sacks in his rookie season, and that was second most by a rookie in Lions franchise history. Top 100 player in his rookie season, even though I believe he was number 88, he's still in there after his rookie season. And
Bruh,
honestly,
the human encyclopedia, man. Come on, man.
oh,
I
come on,
love
don't
Chris,
do me
man.
like that, brother. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that.
I love it.
But
man, lean into it.
also, you remember 97 Clark, how he was blowing up the line, how he was blowing up McGarry, blowing up Bergeron. All I'm saying is Hutchinson is better than that guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Hutchinson is better than Clark is for Green Bay. So you don't want this guy getting after our quarterback, getting them dirty. You don't. You don't. And Ford Field, we know it's gonna be live. They just lost. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much like one of the darlings of the league right now. Everyone believing in the Lions. So you already know anything that happens good for the Lions, they're gonna be going crazy. And we gotta count real, man. Keep them quiet, man. Tell them go sit down.
Absolutely. Mike, I'll let you go in a second. Our boy Myler, who was here on Monday, said he was thinking about driving up to the game, but all they got is standing room only. So it's going to be loud as hell. It's going to be loud as hell, and it's going to be full of Lions fans. Yeah.
So
anyway, Mike, go ahead.
Here's what I'm saying. John is a GOAT because Aiden, he don't have the sacks, but you got to be paying attention to know, like, he been back there. Like, the stats don't show his effect, but he been a problem. He been a huge problem. So, like I said, he gonna be a problem on Sunday. I can guarantee you, he gonna be a problem. So it's just good on that he saw that because his stats do not show. If you was just going by stat line, you would just totally overlook him. You got to be paying attention to know that dude has been a problem all season so far, and he will be one on Sunday.
Hey guys, y'all think he was held on that last play?
Yes. Yeah.
I do too. I think he was held as well, but that's another thing we saying. That guy is a world type beater.
Yep.
Like he came straight through. He knew, hey man, we had to have it. This is it. And honestly, if the lineman doesn't do that, it's a sack.
It's a sack. Oh yeah,
because that guy was coming. He has a motor, man. He's not overrated. He actually is good.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned that stat earlier in the show because I had that written down myself. Our pass blocking win rate, according to ESPN, like you said, 44%.
Yep, I seen
like,
that.
That's got to be better, man. That's got to be better. We can't. Well, the folks that go there and hammer Desmond, you can't leave that part out of it, dude.
Yeah.
If you've got a pocket like Jordan Love had last week, and then you missing shit everywhere. Okay, now you got some stuff to talk about. But when you're being pressured that much, and you got to, okay, I'm willing to just take a step back and see if we can get a little bit better pass protection going on. But anyway, and other guys, man. I mean, there's a couple of guys. Obviously, a guy we're familiar with, John Kaminsky, that we let walk out the door, who's really made a good career of himself up there. Jack Campbell, rookie linebacker that I loved in the draft. I thought, man, that was my favorite linebacker in the draft. Fly around, hit you, good dude, good player. And then Brian Branch, man, their nickel corner, can play safety, can do kind of everything on their defense. He can fly. He might be the guy they put on Bijan. I'm not sure. There's nobody to me that really can hold Bijan, but I mean, they're going to put their best athlete or something like that, I would think, on him. And as far as, I would have, obviously Chauncey Gardner would have been on my list, but he's not there, so he's not. But anybody else on defense?
I have one more for you, a former Falcon. Mr. Charles Harris.
Yeah.
Mr. Charles Harris is on that defense as well, defensive end. So, former Falcons, we got to go up against. But Kaminsky, man, I'm happy for Kaminsky.
Me too, dude. He's a good guy.
Man, I'm happy for Kaminsky, man. So we have to deal with that, man. But ultimately, they're going to be extra motivated, though. Like I said, they just took that L in overtime. They probably feel like we definitely had it. So they're going to give us extra. They're going to give us a little extra, especially seeing that we are 2-0, undefeated, no losses. They're actually going to be like, yeah, we want to be the team that give them their first loss, of course, and that's going to be any team. Any team that, as long as we stay undefeated, that team is going to want to be the team. So we're going to get the best effort. But I believe we can beat the Lions, man. We just have to apply ourselves because we have the talent, and we need to have more discipline because, false starts on fourth down, on the goal line when we're about to run a play to try to get scores and we have to settle for 3. I don't want to keep settling for 3. We haven't done too terrible with that, but I don't want to start a bad habit, you know. So yeah, man, no selling for field goals. I don't need Younghoe Koo saving us, because that's what you think about it. That's what just happened. You know, he kicked the field goals and pretty much won the game for us. So I don't want to have to always rely on him. I want my quarterback to be able to win us the game, my running backs to be able to win us the game, hell, my defense to win us the game. You know, take a little bit off our kicker, man. We put too much on.
That's right, man. I love it. And hey, chat, if y'all have any questions, drop them in there. Once we get done talking, I'll get to the chat and we'll go back through it. Mike, what's overall your biggest key for us winning this game, or keys if you want to go into multiple ones, but just coaching, because
he's gonna have to take he's gonna have to, when he's on offense or he's on defense, he's gonna have to take what, man, their strength is. It's gonna be his head that's gonna have to take it away. He's gonna have to match up to take it away, and that's the same on offense. He's gonna have to study what is the hole in the, if it's Kyle Pitts, who can, hey man, it can be his game. If it's the running game, it'll be the running game. If it's Drake, you got to expose the matchup problems, and that all comes from coaching, because it's going to be some that we struggle with, and it's going to be some that they struggle with. It's going to be an Arthur Smith game. If we win this game, it'll be on Arthur Smith. Now, of course, man, these people are going to struggle with us, like running the ball, as, man, every team will. But it's his coaching. His coaching will have to win us this game. And the more we play quality teams, he gonna have to coach better.
There you go.
He gonna have to
shout
coach
out to
better.
Mike, man. If Mike know what he's talking about, let me get a yo. Here, I'll start. Yo.
I'm trying to tell you, dog, he will have to coach better. As we play higher and higher teams, he's gonna have to coach better. So I look forward to him, and I got faith in him the same way I got faith in, man, Ritter and all that. I think he'll make the jump. At least, you know, that's how I feel. But I think the key to this game for us is going to be Arthur Smith, head coach.
And you think this? Do you think, and on the reversal, you think that's also the key for the Lions to win?
No, I think it's our team. I think it's our game to lose from our coach doing it. I have no worry about what they doing. I'm talking about our coach. I don't care. But our coach, if he coach right, we win this game, because we have the more talented team. We have the more dynamic team. We have the stronger team, if you want to be real. And we undefeated. And we got the momentum. So come on, man. We got the depth.
I'm saying, yep.
We have the advantages. Yeah, dog. We have the advantages. So who cares who their coach is? That shit could be Joe Gibbs. I can care less. But Arthur Smith, it's our game to lose from his coaching. If we win or lose this game, it falls on Arthur Smith. But I expect the man to have his little mustache right and come on out with it.
He gotta have it right, man. Like Mike just said, and he had great points, man. Exploit these matchups. The Lions are banged up. We're not coming in to be friends, man. We're coming in to take advantage. You got to exploit the matchups. You got to get Kyle Pitts lined up on a guy who is a second or third string guy.
Yep.
You got to attack the guys who are starting for the first time this season, who are normally backups. You got to attack those people. You know, so that right guard position. If their starting right guard is out, you got to attack there. I know Sewell is right there, but hey, throw more people over there. Have Ryan Nielsen dial up some things to take Sewell's attention off, attack that right guard. Or why don't you attack that left tackle? Because Vitale, yeah, I think I said it. But he's probably going to be out. You have to exploit the matchups. You have to play smart football. And I ain't going to lie to you, I believe a football coach is a lot smarter than a lot of people, just because of things they have to deal with. So he has to play smart. He has to be smart, use your weapons, you know, clock management that he wasn't bad at last week. I'll give him his shout out on that, clock managing, and play calling in the stretch, you know, in the stretch of things, like at the end of the first half to get the touchdown. And of course, you know, a couple of drives when we got the ball back in the second half. So I give him his just due, because we chew his ass out a lot. So, but and well deservedly, Falcon fans, deservedly. So he has to coach better, guys. We have to exploit these matchups. They have 3 tall wide receivers in St. Brown, Reynolds, and Marvin Jones Jr., who's underrated, by the way. They're all questionable. Hopefully, none of them play.
Look at John.
I mean, hey,
no, I'm just saying.
Man, that John just dawned on John. He was thinking about what you said. He looked up damn. It's like it just dawned on you, buddy.
No, it seems like Marvin Jones is like 47 years old. Like it seems like he's
Yeah,
been around
man.
forever. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's all good.
man.
But you're right. He
He
is an
got
underrated
lost
receiver.
up there.
all of them are
Yeah,
good,
he's
though.
got lost in Detroit, man.
Josh is
You're
good.
right.
Yeah, Josh is underrated, man. I
Josh
was
is
looking
underrated.
at Josh and how he was getting separation from defenders. That surprised me because I was like, so what the heck happened in LA?
Mhm.
But they just wasn't getting the ball. But Goff, he's using them. And so we have to be mindful. And also we have to use Matt Collins because we already know 6 catches for 67 yards. You know they're gonna want to try to you know what I'm saying, blanket Drake. So
Mhm.
Yep.
it's another guy. We got it. As long as he continues being that number one, I believe Kyle Pitts will get more opportunities. It's just our quarterback, Mr. Ritter. He has to convert. You can't miss Kyle Pitts wide open. He missed him on that play action wide open, like in the first half, I believe, when they hit the play action and he turned his head, but Pitts had ended up coming open. You thread that in there, that's close to a first down. Or regardless, you have to get more reps. We understand that they only played 2 games together in a training camp, technically together. Chemistry is coming. But Ritter has to be ready for it too, though. I'm not going to let him slide. He has to be ready. He has to perform.
way.
He has to perform.
Love it, man. Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously what you guys have said, I want to see him. I want to see just to help the defense out even more and keep Jared Goff off the field, man. Long, sustained drives. Use the running game. Use both running backs, and we got to finish the drive with 7. Like Chris said, we can't be doing these 3. We can't be going to 1 yard line and setting ourselves back. We got to punch it in and get 7. Keep Jared Goff on the sideline. Make every possession that Detroit has critical possession. Like, because we holding the ball so long, they got to get back out there and they have to score. We put it on them. And we talked about, but got to put pressure on Jared. We can't let him sit back there and chill. CP, what kind of impact is he going to have? Assuming he's healthy and he's good, and today was just a rest day. Because Marquise Williams said he's going to be returning kicks if he's there. He's going to be returning kicks. What kind of wrinkle can they throw with him, either in the passing game, run game? That's just another guy that you can. I mean, a 300 monster you can throw back there for us. That the Lions haven't seen yet. With this current offense. So that's another just feather in our cap that we can use. What y'all said about Arthur, man, he and Chris, like you said, with the time management at the end of the game last week, the first thing I said when we got the ball, I said, please let this clock run. Like, don't get up there and just like snap the ball. Like, let this, and he did. They let the clock run down to 3-4 seconds. So I'm like, thank God, because it's on our side. Use it. A certain guy didn't do that in the Super Bowl, damn it, and it could have just
be smart, man.
Like, I mean, it's not rocket science, man. So, but anyway, and then like you said, man, Desmond, obviously the mistakes he made last week, we hope he doesn't make them again. You don't want to see him throwing them right to Lion players. That's got to be, you like we said last week, you hope you learn from that mistake and you move on, and I definitely can't stare this guy down and do that again, because even though, Geno Smith threw all over him last week. So it's their secondary, especially without Chauncey Gardner, is going to be down a little bit. So you got to take advantage of that. Whether it's Drake, whether it's Kyle, whether it's John, who came out last week and had a good game. I don't care, as long as we're getting open looks and getting them all involved. Then that's to me that's what we have to do, man. And then just don't let like Chris said earlier, man. You can't let Gibbs just welcome to the NFL. You can't have him just have that breakout game like Bijan had last week. We can't have no 174 and 48. Coming from Gibbs. So that'll be a long day for us. So for me, I think we pretty much summed it up. We have the better team. We have the more talented players. It's just a matter of them going out there executing it, man, and the coaches being smart. And I like Dan Campbell a lot. He is I think I'd run through a wall for that dude.
Yeah.
But I don't. Right. There's been some game management situations, and since he took over, this makes you scratch your head a little bit. So that's that's still there too. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But Mike, final score prediction.
82-0 Falcons. No.
There we go.
There
Mike.
I'm gonna go realistic. I'm gonna go 27-17 Falcons.
All right, you almost got mine. Chris, what you got?
27-17.
I'm going to go. Now, normally I be coming with these outrageous things too, At first, I was going to say 42-6 again, but I'm going to be a little bit more realistic. Let's see. Lions. And this is wholeheartedly, I believe, 27-13 Falcons.
Ooh, I love it.
27-13.
We kind of close, Chris. What you got, John?
This is not planned. We're all picking 27. I picked already because I said 27-20 on our Variety Sports Network thing. I swear to God, dude. Y'all can send. I mean, I sent it to Variety Sports last night for my pick. So yeah, 27-20, close game. Yeah, and that's. But you know, I'm judging it on because I said, Chris, earlier in the offseason, I said that if our offense is clicking like it should be, we should score no less than 25 points a game. Like that should, you know, and even really top 30. So first 2 games we scored what, 24 and 25.
There you go.
And we ain't even close to clicking. We're not even close to clicking on full cylinders.
Not even close.
I mean, so what I'm expecting the offense to take another step forward. I'm expecting Desmond to have a better week this week, just to he improved from week 1 to week 2. I want to see the same improvement from week 2 to week 3. And if that's the case, then I think we win the game, because I think our defense, when we have to get it out of our Falcon minds that the defense is not the defense of old. That these guys are different. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I just
seamless, buddy.
I channeled you right there, because that's just not typically not my.
I love what you did there, man.
Thank you, buddy. But it's not our typical coach type of defense. It's not our typical players on the defense. So, you know, like Chris, I said on our recap show, like I found myself in the last week's game going, damn, I kind of want to go for it here on 4th and 1, so we could just, like, you know, don't let. But that's me, like my old self thinking like last year, like I don't want us to give up the, you know what I mean, like just let them go that back down the field, kick a field goal, and the game's over, you know.
Right.
So,
but then I thought, understand, man.
Right.
How was everybody feeling when it was like 59 seconds left to go?
Right. You just wait. It sucks, but we've been hurt, man. So it's like we just
even the most positive person had to have some worry.
Yeah, you just like, are we really gonna do it? And then, you know, yeah, we did it. We did it with great. I mean, Jordan couldn't do a damn thing, and then he ended up stumbling into his offensive lines to cap it off. So yeah, it was great. So yeah,
that's real smooth.
Exactly. So, all right, boys. So let's check the chat out before we get to underrated, overrated. Oh yeah, Tyler said Niner gang tuning in. That's right.
Niner gang.
Man. That's all right, man. Decent squad y'all have over there. Decent squad.
Dude, man.
Score start Sunday for my birthday twin, Okuda, February 2nd.
Hope so, buddy. Hope so, man. It'd be great to see him out there.
Round said we need all hands on deck in this game. Where's Clark Phillips? Please throw him in. Joe Joseph.
What you talking about?
What's up, A1? New to the stream. Big Falcon fan myself. Rise up.
Yes, sir. Rise up, my brother.
Joe Joseph. JJ. Yes, Dynamite.
See.
I love it.
I love it, man. Joe, appreciate you, buddy.
We get like buttons over here.
Yeah, let's go. Get us through the YouTube algorithm, man, the YouTube universe, man. They need to hear this great content that we drop, guys.
Berto said, is this the game Kyle Pitts goes off? Seems like a favorable. Man, I'm not doing that with him no more. I'm not doing it. Young. I didn't been like, man, last season I had him in like a fantasy football. So I did this week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. The man ain't gone off yet. I ain't doing it no more.
He said, I ain't doing it. He says, bad look.
Dog, who knows when he gonna go off? I don't even know if he's gonna get used properly, dog. Like the last time he went off, I ain't even know. I ain't even doing it. Where's Clark Phillips? I want to know that.
And DeMarco Helms. I would like to see both of them get
Helms,
some snaps.
Man.
I would like to see both of them get some snaps.
Use our players, like you said earlier, bro. These all players who we went and got. That where's Malone? I want to see.
Yeah, man. We got to use these guys. I'm just saying, man. I'm still mad at Richie Grant about that tackle, that little dance.
Oh my God, dude! Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Richie, my guy too. That was not cool. Yeah,
that was terrible. I like Richie as well, but I didn't like him right then.
Yeah. No, he had some bad moments in that last week. I mean, he had some bad moments. So I mean, and the way DeMarco played, and the thing is, I don't want people to get too up on DeMarco. I love DeMarco. Trust me, I'm an Alabama fan. I love the guy there. Hell of a talent. The reason that he went as late as he did is because he was terrible in coverage. Terrible. Get cooked every week. So I mean, that's if you're going to use him just for a specific. And now look, in the preseason, he was really good in coverage, which was like, damn, you know, where'd this come from? Jerry Gray, possibly.
Sometimes it's coaching, brother.
Sometimes it is. So I mean, if Jerry Gray can pull something out of him we haven't seen yet, hell, man, then yeah, Richie needs to watch the hell out because he'll be right on his heels because he can come up and hit somebody. He can play run support all day long. So that's just the coverage part of it. That's it. But Ark said, I heard the Lions play weak against the tight end. Listen, let's take advantage and finally get involved.
Come on, Kyle.
We hoping, man. We hope.
Love
Billy
it.
Mills.
Billy
What's up, brother?
Mills.
Really?
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, he said, Tip, I'm
Yeah,
just like
it's
you.
what does, brother.
That's it.
By hook
That's
or by
it.
crook, it is what it is. Give it to me.
Kerry said, I hope this game is the game Pitts gets more targets and goes off, Berto. I'm tired of seeing one of my favorite. Yeah, it seemed like, but he humble like, man, Julio was. He just want to win. Millie Mills said, he's veteran and all that, but he makes mistakes too. JB3 and AJ24 are not letting him throw all over. I love the way you think.
I agree. 100%.
Love the way you're thinking.
Gotta do our part.
I just hope we don't start off slow on offense. National media is already burying Ritter. We don't need to give them any more ammo. I'm going to be honest, buddy, and I hate to say this. You know I'm out of my Falcon mind. I'm completely biased. He's giving them bullets to shoot back at his head with.
Yep. Those interceptions could have been terrible against Green Bay, y'all.
Yeah. He threw them picks right to the player.
Oh my God. The worst one was Jair.
And it's by the head. I'm gonna tell you something. We would have lost the game and it would have been on him, just like Marcus Mariota. It would have been our quarterback's fault. We lost the game. You lost us the game. I'm glad he fought through that. I'm glad they dropped it for his esteem and his confidence, but he needs to show me better, just like Arthur Smith.
Now, I saw this. Agreed. And I saw this on Twitter and I forgot. I'm glad y'all said that because it reminded me to share it. I don't know the but it's from Bijan Tyler one hit KO combo on Twitter. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate you posting this. This is what's crazy. So Desmond Ridder in the fourth quarter this year. I know it's 2 games, but still fifth in completion percentage at 80%, 4th in yards, 181. Tied for 4th in passer rating, 118.1. 1st in yards per average, 15.1. 1st in 20+ yards plays, 4. Tied for 1st in game-winning drives.
Now, just imagine how it will be.
First, second quarter, third quarter.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what I was about to say. Just imagine how those numbers will be if he starts out being competent from the beginning of the game all the way into the end of the game. Yeah, those numbers are not bad numbers, and they can get better. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
bro. And I don't want him to do that in the fourth quarter. It should be running in the fourth quarter to ice a lead. I don't need him to have to pull like Superman, Matt Ryan, to win us the game. I don't need him to do that. He hasn't proved he's that caliber of player to me yet. So I need him to do that first, second, third, and then when everybody tired, what he say, smash and dash.
Hey, man.
When everybody all sluggish, well, here come Tyler and Bijan. And that's the wrong 2 people to have. Yeah, I don't know if y'all been in a fight. It is the worst thing to get tired in the fight. When you get fighting and you getting tired, you might die. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, you might get stomped to death. Like, if you get tired in the fight. And that's how it be looking like when they got to tackle us in the fourth quarter. Like, you start making business decisions. Man, I tripped on my shoelace, man. I thought he went over there. Yeah, I know you did. J-Boy said it's time for Pitts to shine. I mean,
it is, guys. We have a tight end who can be the best tight end in the league. I'm talking about ability-wise.
Yep.
I believe he can be right up there neck and neck with Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. You feel me? I'm talking about like Kyle Pitts can be top 3 at tight end. He's a great player, great weapon, great asset, mismatch all over the field. No one can guard him. We just got to be able to use him, y'all.
He's a unicorn, man, and I'm going to tell you this. You all know he's my favorite player, but there's no reason that Matt Ryan should be the peak of his success.
And it is in London.
There's no reason for that. There's no reason Matt Ryan is supposed to be his highest stat line. Come on, bro. No way. Berto said it will be wise to use a swing tackle more often this game. I knew Berto was coming with that. This game like Isaiah Prince to neutralize the Hutch. Yep.
And this was
I like that. Also, shout out to Berto, man.
Berto, I'm telling you, dog. Man, that's Bill Belichick. Son.
Berto be coming with it, man.
Yeah, and what's crazy too about Kyle is and this is from Joe Patrick at 929 the game. Through 2 games, he's lined up on passing snaps 50.8% of the time in the slot. And 37% out wide, and only 12% in line at tight end. So he's lining up more as a receiver, like in the receiver's positions. It's just a matter of, I don't know. I mean, he had, I think he had 5 targets last week, but one was way off. And then I mean, yeah, well, exactly. I mean, this is like, that's the thing in our offense. There's so many guys. I mean, that, you're going to have to, I don't care who you scheme open, but if he has a kind of similar season to last year, I don't totally understand the point of why you have him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like at some point, if you're not, you know what I mean? It's like, because you have this dude you drafted 4th overall, like he can't have the same stat. I know Mariota had for 12 games last year. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, and I do think his stat line is going to improve as the year goes on. And like Chris said, as they get more playing time together and they fill each other out, but you can't. But you just, you got to hope that's got to happen for sure. Yeah, and the Browns want to agree with you. So exactly, Coach outsmarted himself in that series. Talking about on the goal line down there. Yeah, you can't run those pass plays like that, man. You're a running team. Like that's just what you do. Line up and smash
we're
them in
4th
the mouth,
in the league right now, I believe. It's not rushing attack. So
he said, "Who historic?" I'm gonna tell you. I was gonna say this earlier, and I don't want to say it because to me it's too big of a compliment. But it was only one player that I ever saw that could make a man miss that was in position to make the tackle, like was standing right in front of him, or it was 2 people. He was cornered, and somehow he made both the people miss. And he wore number 20 for the Detroit Lions. And I don't want to make that comparison because that's too. I seen this dude play 2 games. I am not making that comparison. I remember, man, Odell had that catch, and all y'all was like, man, he like better than Jerry Rice. He better than Julio Jones from one catch. I ain't gonna do that. But there's only one player I've seen that can do that, what I've seen him do, and he wore number 20 for the Detroit Lions. So that's
that's a great one right there, man. You kind of messed me up with that one, man. Yeah, that's a great comparison. Man, if we just talking about shifty, oh man. So I understand about the compliments too. It's only been 2 games. My God, you don't want to just throw him up there.
Go too far.
But as far as being in the hole and making somebody miss, just needing just only an inch or 2, I say Gale Sayers. And then I like LaDainian Tomlinson too, though. But they're 2 different type of backs. But yeah, as far as being able to make somebody miss with just a little bit of inch, man, I gotta say the great Gale Sayers, man. Sayers, I know, and I know that's a huge big up, a huge big up. But it's just, I'm just thinking about how Gale really used to make people miss, and they'd be right in front of him. And John, you can be reaching out to touch him, and then all of a sudden he disappears. Yeah. So,
man, my father, man, he's from his time, and he made sure I saw the film, and I seen Gale Sayers' film, and I'm being honest, out of all them old players, there was no person that impressed me like Gale said. Man, that was so smooth. That's smooth jazz on the football field, man.
Exactly.
It was smooth jazz. It was poetry in motion, man. It was amazing. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he should be. They got to put Gale in.
Yeah, well, he need to have that song on repeat, J-Boy. He definitely got something to prove.
But I'm going to tell you who's also shifty, and I'm not going to say this comparison because I know that y'all going to drag me, but he was my man, okay? He was one of my favorite players. It was Devontae Freeman, okay?
I like Devontae Freeman too.
When he first started, he'll shake you out your shoes. He had a little shake and bake with him too. So I got to throw Devontae in there. That'll forever be my man.
Yep.
Just far better.
Only one thing he did wrong for me, and I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, please. I already know what you said.
No.
We've had a great show. We'll keep it that way. For me, LT for sure. Just a shifting, just like you said, and then but the second and third level vision he has reminds me of like Adrian Peterson. The way he could see the cuts coming from yards and yards away, and that's what. Yeah, man. I mean, exactly, and that's what I don't have a hard time saying it because I know it's college, but it is Division I. You look at his film, from college, it's like you see the same type of runs that we just seen these first 2 weeks. That's what he was doing in Texas every week, and he's getting in and out of jams that are just crazy. So yeah, that's where I'm at there. Ark's got the same. He said either 27, 20, 27. Oh, 27. 27.
We got to score 20. That's 4 people that said 27 points.
Yeah, that's man. Right. So it may be a 27 theme, man.
It got to be. Santega said
Great
If
point.
they're questionable, I doubt they play. Same here. That's what I believe. Lions do have a short week because they face the Packers after us. Yep.
That
They
is
may
it.
hold them out, guys.
Oh, so Berto
Yes,
said,
sir. I
I'm
love
a
it.
realistic ass whooping 38-21. The good guys for us up. You're damn right, Berto. I love
Maybe too many points for the opposite team, though.
it. Yeah. Bubba Gump said,
Yeah, I like that.
30-17. Big statement W on
I
the
like
road.
that.
I love
Let's
it.
go.
J-Boy
I
going
like
1
that.
over.
Hey, I
He's going
almost went with
28-14.
that 28-14. I almost did that, but I said
Millie Mills
27-13.
said, let's just go out there and make a damn statement. Bucks finna lose to Philly and Green Bay about to expose the Aints. Dog, if we can do that, that
Yes,
would
sir.
be.
I love it.
Yes. I'm with you there, Millie. King Ricky.
Also a
These
good
teams
point.
keep Pitts bracketed. I'm just wondering what people watching the games, these teams don't mind leaving other players open, but they refuse to let you beat them with Pitts. I'm gonna tell you something else, man. You got to block. Ritter got to get time to throw the Pitts. It ain't all Kyle Pitts and the coaching, man. Like you just told you, like that man he ain't been having time to throw. So you have to wait. You have to block so he can get it to Pitts.
I got a question for you guys in a minute too.
My man Archangel said Bijan means like LT and Tyler Algiers, like Mike the burner Turner.
I like that.
Yep.
I like
Wallace
Michael Turner for Algiers.
Marshall Falk's great comp right there. I like
And
Marshall
y'all are
Falk
leaving
too.
out
I like
Marshall
that too.
Falk was the
Man, y'all coming with it, man. Shout out to the chat
love
with
it.
it,
Yeah,
too,
killing it.
family.
He was probably top 3 of all time. He is amazing. He's
All right,
the
Chris, what
smartest
you got
one
for
ever.
us, man, before we go to underrated overrated? What you got, buddy?
Just real quick. Do you guys feel like we're going to have to use max protection all game to help Caleb McGarry, y'all?
Yes.
Kind of. I mean, I until he
Clear
I mean,
weakness,
kind of.
man. Dog, here's what I'm gonna be honest about. The whole roster, I don't see a person. I'm like, damn, he a problem with his weakness. And it's just him. He the only one that I'd be like, damn, dog, I really wish he wasn't on the team. I just really wish you wasn't on the team. I don't know if we need to go get a free agent or something. But like, dog, I don't think you belong in the National Football League. I think he should be like a bouncer at a strip club.
Oh,
now that's what you said about Jalen Mayfield. He could run block
man,
his
both
ass
of them,
off.
man, bro. I know they close friends, man. I dwell on these thoughts. I'd be like, bro, that's probably his man. They probably play Madden together.
they probably make, they do things
like
together.
The double bicycle where it's
they train together.
Yeah, I'm talking about, bro. They go like, come on, kayaking together. I'm telling you, bro, they probably best friends because they share bad information. They share bad information, dog. You know what you should do on this play? I've never, you do not belong here. And because here's what I'm saying, man. It really says something about your spirit and your mentality when you're not getting better. It
I
just
don't know. I don't know if it's just
for me, like your character. Like, why are you not improving, bro? Because I would think if I fucked up, man, I'm in the film room. Like, hey, man, you know who I'm on the phone with? Man, veterans, man, Hall of Famers. Like, hey, I'm doing something wrong. I'm struggling. How are you not improving? Man, Adderall, something, man. You better use some drugs, man, like the Limitless pill, something. You need help, bro, or you need to get off the team, man. You slowing us down, and you are only weakness. Man, we got a rookie quarterback for real, and he's scared to death. Man, he's back there panicking because of you. Get off the field.
Yeah,
he running around. He definitely several times, man. In a video I had dropped earlier this week, man. I'm outlining plenty of times Ritter had to run for his life or run to make the first down. He's not getting protection back there, so that's why I was like, hey, it's not all on Ritter. What about the line?
It's as a coaching staff, you can't watch it and not do something about whether it's max protect, like I said, whether it's put it and make sure you got to chip every play. If you think it's just going to change, that's just being negligent, man. You're just being negligent because it's not at this point. And Mike, I don't think it's a work issue. I just think he's topped out. I think his talent levels, that's where it's at.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, like I said, I hope it's not the case, but you're talking about 4 years in.
Hold on, John. You saying he at the peak of his skill set right now?
Possibly, because we haven't seen when have we seen it go any higher?
Yeah, that's
discouraging, though.
That's true. It really is discouraging.
He got a deal, and I think this Bubba Gump said 3 year, $34.5 million, which was a good price overall, considering there was teams out there, I think, willing to, or he thought at least, willing to pay him more than that for a shorter contract. But I think we do have an out on it. I think we can get out of it earlier. But anyway, regardless, it's you've seen it over and over again. Like that's the thing. It's like I don't. every year. Like he improved that year. Last year he had improved. I mean, it still was not great, but he had improved.
Mhm.
The run blocking got a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, so and that's obviously in an offense that we run, you better be able to run block. And that if he couldn't do that, he wouldn't have a spot on this team.
Yeah,
that's
why
clearly
they keep him. Yep.
that's our identity. That's what we do. But you to me, man, if you want balance, like Arthur said, you've wanted balance this year, you're going to have to look at that position, whether it's in the draft or whether it's in free agency or a trade or something going forward, because he can't be the answer at right tackle. He just can't. Like not if you truly want to have the passing game where it needs to be. Because like Chris said, you can't be running for your life and having a win rate of 44% as an offensive line. That's just not going to work, man. So anyway, guys, I think that was a hell of a preview there. Mike, do you want to start off underrated or overrated, buddy?
Underrated, overrated.
Huh? I'll say we're about at hour 30. So about 15 minutes. We have about 15 minutes left. So yeah,
let's go. I say we play the game. We got my man Chris on the show. Y'all know how we get down. For y'all who don't know, at the end of our shows, we always take it off the rails. We play a game of some sort. I'm gonna go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go underrated, bro. I gotta go, and I've been waiting to get this off my chest. Okay, I'm gonna just go on a rant real quick. So man, underrated is emotional control. Being in control of yourself emotionally. I'm gonna tell you why. You will act out, and man, your emotion will go away, but the consequences of your emotion will remain. So you need to be in control of yourself at all times. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It was a girl who was outside that I was trying to help because she dropped something in the street that was very expensive. I grabbed it and I said, if I see her again, I'm gonna tell her that I got her stuff. So I saw her again and I said, hey, excuse me, neighbor. Hey, excuse me, neighbor. And she just went in. So I said, damn, she didn't hear me. So I saw her a time after that and I said, hey, excuse me, neighbor. Excuse me, neighbor. And this lady turned around and cussed me out 6 ways from something. Damn, man, you trying to holler at me? Man, yeah, you screaming off the balcony trying to holler at me. Damn, you are so rude. And I said, and I cussed. I can't even say what I said to this lady, but I cussed this lady out like you wouldn't believe.
No.
Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm trying to help your dumb ass out because you left something in the street. Fuck is your problem? Man, fuck you and your bags. And
that's the PG version.
Bro, yeah, and really that's the PG version.
Wow.
So really, and then here's all I'm saying. Instead of her saying, "Oh, I was wrong," he wasn't trying to holler at me. He was giving me back my stuff. She went to like the rental office and said she's scared for her life. She nervous. She want to move her unit now. She feel intimidated. But you scared for the consequences of your own actions because you lost your emotional control. You wasn't in control of yourself. And when consequences came, then you got scared. All right. Y'all already know the story with my girlfriend I was having. She got drunk. She lost control of herself. Was clearly wrong. Put hands on me and all that. Clearly wrong. All I had to do was come back and say, I was drunk. Sorry. Couldn't even say sorry because there's consequences now. Young, you lost control of yourself. You was intoxicated. You lost control of yourself. But it's consequences when it's still consequences here. So you got to be grown enough to come back and be like, man, I was wrong. I was incorrect. I did something. Today, John knows this, but it was a girl who here's what I said. I've been having crazy experience. So today it was a girl. Yesterday it was a girl who I always turn off my phone. It's on airplane mode. I don't even fool with my phone. I'm so old school. Okay. So I had it on airplane mode. This girl was texting me and I meditated and I went to sleep. So my phone goes on airplane mode because people still be texting and calling. She must have texted me when I was asleep and she thought I blocked her. So she wrote me a very disrespectful, 2-page letter. Cause you blocked me. You not as cute as you think you are. Just 2-page dragging. So then I said, hey dog, I told her what happened. Hey, I didn't block you. I was asleep. I turned my phone on. All you got to do is say sorry. You know what? I was out my character. I thought wrong. I'm sorry. Couldn't apologize. Lost control of yourself emotionally. Now the consequence is you need to apologize for your mistake. Couldn't say sorry for some reason. Oh, well, this and that. Well, dog. And I told her, hey, I'm not talking to you if you can't apologize. I'm a grown ass man. I don't play like that.
Right.
She kept going. And when I tell you I spanked her with epic proportion, I'm talking about I can't even tell you what I
Oh,
did.
God.
No, you can't. No.
I can't even say it on her, but I spanked her. So that's my underrated is, man, be in control of yourself emotionally and don't be so quick to jump. I'm gonna tell you a story of what I did. It was a girl who I was texting who stopped hitting me back. And I thought, like, damn, okay, I see how that is. I could have texted this girl something evil. Okay, and I just said, I'm gonna let that go. I don't know what's happening with that. And I went in my phone and I realized that because I don't know technology, bruh, I had blocked the girl on accident. So see, if I would have cut this girl out, then I was dead wrong.
You're behind wrong.
No control of yourself. Just wait to see if what you think it is what it is. Because I just told you 3 stories where the person jumped the gun about some shit that didn't even happen. Some shit that didn't even happen. You jumped the gun off some shit you thought I said that I didn't even say. That I didn't even do. That you just wrong. So be in control of yourself and don't fly off the handle. Wait a little bit. And if you fly off the handle and you realize you're wrong, be grown enough to come back and say, dog, I apologize. I was out of my character. I was intoxicated. I was high. I was mad. I was having a bad day. Whatever it was, I'm an adult. I'm able to say when I'm wrong. I just want to say sorry. I was out of my character. It's nothing wrong with doing that. It's not embarrassing. It's not, it ain't no like leverage game or nothing like that. Yeah, be in control. Trust me. It's a lot of people in jail who doing 40 years for losing their emotional control for 60 seconds. Yep. You must be in control of yourself at all times. That is very underrated. So let's start it with that. Let's go. 3 dirty.
Yes, sir. 3 dirty.
All right, buddy.
That's my
I appreciate you, J-Boy. Appreciate you, J-Boy. All right, Chris, you want to go, buddy?
Let's go, Chris.
Underrated. Man, Mike had a good one. Mike had a really good one, man. And I kind of want to lead into that just because of situations of my own situation. Just be truthful in every situation. Don't waste people time. Just don't waste people time. If somebody's trying to come at you and like they're interested or whatever, you're not, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Just make it easy. I know with some people that's easier said than done because they still keep coming. And I understand that, man. But when they do that, just remember to always keep your peace. And remember this little nugget right here. This is something that I live by right here. And it is positive energy always creates elevation.
Man,
and I love that, Chris.
You are made for coming on this show, buddy.
Yeah, that was a good one for the show. That's what we're all about. I love that one, Chris.
Yeah, 100%. All right, I'm gonna take it to football on my overrated, and that's gonna be hot takes on QBs after 6 games. And I don't give a damn if it's Desmond Ritter.
Shots.
I don't care if it's Desmond Ritter. I don't care if it's Jordan Love. I don't care who it is because it's 6 games in the NFL. And it can go either way. If you tell me that he's going to be a franchise quarterback and have multiple Pro Bowls, I hope he is. I really do. But I don't know. I still haven't seen enough. I've seen some really good and I've seen some bad. I just need to see more good. I need to see the line protect more. And there's so much more to playing quarterback than just going out there and finding the open guy and throwing it. Like there's a ton more to it. So, but and the guys that are killing him saying he's not the guy, and they haven't seen anything in him, then y'all are just lying to yourself, or you're not watching them on TV because you've seen some just pinpoint throws. You've seen some good decisions, and it's okay to say that I don't know. It's okay to say, yeah, I think he could be good, but I don't know yet. Or yeah, but he's made some good throws, but he's also made some shitty throws. You don't have to be one or the other. I mean, I've seen folks just want to be right so bad. They want to have that. They want to have that tweet that says, "I told y'all he was going to be shit." And I look at him now. I don't care, man. If you're a fan of the team, then root for the damn quarterback that's playing on your squad until he proves he can't do it anymore. I rooted like hell for Marcus Mariota until it was clear that he was not going to be the guy, and that he wasn't making some kind of renaissance. He wasn't going to, this is no comeback. We needed to see Desmond. We needed to see what we got. So it's okay to be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. 6 games. We got to give a guy a season at least to see.
Yep.
And then you should know by that point what's going on.
Great.
Anyways, back to you, Mike.
I love that one, John. Oh man.
Hey, hang on. Giving Game. What's up, man? Make sure y'all check out
Giving
Giving Game.
Game.
I missed you, buddy. Good to see you,
But
man.
that was a great 3 so far. So let's keep it going with this one. It's a personal one. I want y'all to hear me and hear me good. Accountability. I think some females are allergic to that, and a lot of dudes are, to be honest with you.
Right.
So
Just people
I
in general.
want to keep it going with this one, and it's a personal one to me. I want y'all to hear me good, please. I am flattered by all the people that's because you heard me say I got cheated on, I'm single, and y'all went ham. I enjoy that. It was very flattering. But I'm gonna tell you this, dog. It is disgusting to me if you come at me with I ain't one of them dudes, dog, who you send like videos to. I ain't like one of them dudes who want any pictures of you. I don't like sex. I don't want no email that you. I ain't that type of dude. So I just think, bro, that type shit to me is fucking disgusting. And that ain't the way to get me. You ain't gonna ever get me with the saying, when I see you, I'm gonna do this or trying to send me. I ain't that type of dude. So I don't even engage in shit like that. I don't like hoes. I don't do hoes. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to do. I love strippers. I will say that. So I know that's a little confusing. But I don't like just hoes that if you doing that, like, oh, this and that. I've been having all type of shit happen to me lately. I'm not into that. I'm not into it. So if you don't have no class about yourself,
right,
bro, you're supposed to improve my life. You're supposed to like.
There you go.
You're supposed to put me on the stuff I ain't put on. You're supposed to enhance my life. You can't enhance my life if all you gonna offer me is something. Nah, we not doing none of that, bro. And if you that type of person and you throwing it at me, that's so easy. I just view you as, but that's how you are with everybody. And I don't want that. I ain't trying to share no, you know what? I don't like the shit. So if you doing that with everybody, then you can't do that with me. And I'm not flattered by that. I don't think it's cute. I'm not turned on by it. I don't like it. So don't text me no shit like that. Don't email nothing like that. Don't TikTok nothing like that. I'm not into that. I do not like it. It's nasty. The same way if I done that to you, how you would view me is the same way I'm viewing you. So that shit is a turn off to me. So don't do that. And I'm not saying just to me. I think it's a bad strategic approach to a dude you got a crush on. I don't think you go at it like that. And I don't know the way to get a man. I don't know. But I'm telling you, that's not it. So don't do that. For all the ladies, I think that's a bad idea for you to be sending pictures of yourself or trying to sext or just going way too far. I done got shit that I can't even say, like far, like people went way too far. Like I was going to get aroused and it's just gross. So very overrated is all of that nasty stuff. I'm not with it.
I think so. What if we change the name of the show to "I Don't Like Hoes"? I think that'll be like the most viewed video that we've ever had. And just screw the Falcons.
You just gonna crop this part.
I don't like hoes. Yeah. Anyway,
that's
a great one, buddy. And I do, Millie. Yeah, man. I think I agree, buddy. I think he wanted to be more comfortable with the playbook. I agree, man.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. What's up, buddy? Hey, Brian Peoples. What's up, buddy?
Brian Peoples.
I'm so glad I'm out of the dating game, man. You ain't kidding. Me too, buddy. It's been a minute since I was
rough
a long
out
time.
Here, dog.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
It's rough out here.
All right, Chris.
Millie Mills. That's my man. Come on, Chris. What you got for me?
Okay. I'm gonna go overrated. I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A's macaroni and cheese.
Man, he about to get us canceled, John. He doing that pound for pound. He gonna get us canceled, man. There's too many people like Chick-fil-A. But man, go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. I love Chick-fil-A. I ain't gonna lie, that little milkshake they got, the new one. I ain't gonna lie, now that one's boss. That one's good as heck.
You tried that new the honey pep? Was it honey? Was it the cheese? Was it?
No, I haven't. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I haven't tried.
Why you don't like the mac and cheese, Chris?
What's the name of it?
It's a little bit too bland for me, man. I don't know. It's just I've had it from 3 different locations, and I guess they all use the same recipe. It's just I don't know, man. And macaroni and cheese is one of my favorite foods because it just is. So I'm very critical on it, and that's also why I don't eat it that often because shoot, I'll put the pounds on you too.
Yeah,
do it. It's a great weight gainer. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, cheese, Chick-fil-A, overrated. John,
overrated,
what you got?
Bro. I'm sorry, that thing not good. That thing not
Mike,
good.
do you have any more, Mike? Or
I got one more.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and do yours. I'll do mine last.
All right, I'm gonna do mine. It's called so this is the last thing I want to say, but this is all on relationships, okay? My last one is called retroactive justification. Okay, that is when I say this.
I do love the burnt tops too.
Yeah. Oh
I do
man, we love that burnt top.
The
You
burnt
gotta
tops
go
good shit.
from this
I
is it.
will give you that. I will give you that. Oh man, don't even, man.
This is it.
I
mac
ain't gonna
and
lie
cheese.
to you. I never had one with a burnt top.
This is
It's
it,
good, dude.
Chris.
That might. Chris, have you been? This is it.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Mac and cheese from This Is It. Whew.
Yeah, I like mac and cheese from This
Yeah.
Is It. They're pretty good.
You're probably gonna fall asleep. But here's what I'm saying
Yeah.
with retroactive justification. I don't watch a lot of people do this. So here's the stuff I'm saying. If I'm in a relationship and I see a girl I'm really attracted to, but I'm in a relationship and I know what I'm getting ready to try to do. I'm gonna cheat. I hope I don't get caught. The reason I cheated was just because I saw somebody I was attracted to her. But when you get caught, it's like you retroactively have to justify, because you can't just say I'm a scumbag, I was horny. So you got to make it make sense. So you got to go back and say, well, so you saying shit that don't even make sense, man. Like if you cooked more, because food is my love language, and you don't cook enough, and I felt like you should cook enough, and it pushed me because you don't like burn like the mac and cheese like I like it. I cheated on you. That don't even make no goddamn sense. And a lot of y'all be doing that is you retroactively justify poor behavior instead of just saying, hey, I fucked up. Like, hey, dog, like I was being selfish. I was being an idiot. You retroactively got to say, now, how can I make this make sense? And that's just hey, man, don't do that to your wife. And I will say this, young, I just got cheated on. Don't do that to nobody, man. Like Chris just said, if you don't want to be in a relationship, if you unhappy in your relationship, cheating traumatizes people. Like it's people who don't sleep. It's people who stop working. It's people who don't eat. Young, you will traumatize a person's brain, their heart. You diminish how they view the world from there on out. They don't trust nobody else. You ruin somebody when you do that. And all for sex, because whoever was cuter than this person, or they got some money, or they had some free drugs, or whatever you was doing it for. Just don't do that. Just don't do that, man. When you can pass on that, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it for no man. It ain't worth the shit that you lose. I think people lose everything. And I seen people lose good people out of their life just because the girl had hurt. And it's like, dog, you lost your girlfriend because the girl had like big breasts.
Right.
So your girlfriend is gone out your life because the girl had tattoos on her thigh. Bruh, you not even making no sense. So just don't retroactively justify your bad behavior. Just fix the bad behavior. Just, man, own up to it and fix it. Don't hurt nobody like that. And I'm saying this for men. I'm saying this for girls. Man, we all got urges. We all got those urges. When you in love with somebody, but you see somebody else, we all got and you might have an offer, man, I could, bro. They said, yeah, that they want to. But I'm saying, man, you supposed to imagine, if you got any type of heart, you supposed to then imagine what would it feel like and look like if I inflicted the pain, if I got caught. And that right alone should be like, I'm not doing it. I would never do that to my best friend. I'm not doing that to somebody I love. If you still be like, man, I just hope I don't get caught, you just a piece of shit.
Yeah, you just
get what you get after that. You get what you get. Don't retroactively justify it. You just a piece of shit. It ain't because they ain't paying you attention. It ain't because it wasn't no date night. It wasn't because you just a piece of shit. It's no excuse for cheating. It's no excuse for cheating when you can walk off like an adult and leave the relationship and not hurt nobody. It's no excuse for that shit. Don't justify your poor behavior. Just look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a piece of shit, or I'm a hoe, or I'm a scumbag. Just be real about it.
Yeah, be real.
So cleansing. But that's all. I had 3-4 relationships. I've been having a good go of it, man. I'm living my best life and I feel good, but I be wanting to share this with y'all because I don't want y'all to have to go through none of the shit I've been through. None of it.
And if y'all need more advice, just email atlfalconfancast@gmail.com, and Dr. Cottrell will be on your ass, letting you know what to do and what not to do with all your relationship advice. There you go.
Hey, man.
That's all you got to do is ask me. I got you.
I'm trying to write a book, man. Call it Arthur Your Falcon Mind.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. That too.
All right. So last one.
All right, Johnny Yates.
Last one to close
it
out.
Buddy.
Underrated in the theme of the whole damn show, man, gratitude, underrated. I don't think we say thank you enough. I don't say we tell people that we love thank you enough. I have an amazing wife. I know I don't tell her thank you enough for everything that she does for me, my family, the house, everything, just everything. It's just, I think we get in our lives, we start going so fast. We're working, we got podcasts to do, we got everything, we got all this stuff to do, and we just don't, and we could be even going to Starbucks, going to a restaurant, anything, man. Somebody be having a terrible day, shitty day, you don't know. Saying thank you, appreciate you, anything like that can turn somebody's day around. It can make them feel better, man. I just think, and it hit me that, it hits you at different times, but just seeing, I just happened to log on and see the whole World Gratitude Day thing. I was like, man, it just kind of hit me. And and it's huge shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's listened to our podcast, watched our podcast on YouTube, man. Thank you guys for giving us a platform and letting us come out and just talk Falcons and be dummies with you guys and just have fun and talk about random shit, because that's what we enjoy doing. And thank y'all, man, so much for just letting us continue to do it, because if y'all weren't watching and you weren't listening, we would have stopped this a long ass time ago. So we really appreciate it, man. I just think that goes underrated all the time in everybody, and especially in today's society. I just think that's super underrated. Mike, Chris, any thoughts on that before we close it down, man?
Yeah,
man, just absolutely Chris. Right. I say, man, for Chris, because we met him at the little man meet and greet, and Chris was just the coolest dude ever, man. When we met him and like when we was in his face, when we was in person, it was genuine energy. He was just the coolest dude ever, man. And I told John that, I said, dog, I can't. When I realized who it was, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be dope, because I recall how cool he was in person. And man, I just feel like nobody owe you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like a genuine thing, and I always really respect that, because it don't be like that for a lot of things. And so I just want to tell Chris thank you for that, and I want to tell y'all like thank you for them emails, man, because like John said, for you to take time out your day and then write a whole email, I just be appreciating that, to say how you feel about John, or how you feel about me, or how you feel about the show, how you feel about the guest. That always just mean a lot, because you really took time out, and like the 5-star things where I think you got to rate us and write a comment. To do that, like, is really taking time out your day to just tell us, I think you're doing a good job, or you make me laugh, or you just coming to America Sexual Chocolate. Y'all are hilarious. But no, I just got to say thank you for real to Chris for being a genuine good dude, like in person.
Brother.
A genuine and good, a supportive dude in person, a cool dude in person. It was genuine, bro. That wasn't no fake shit. So that was real in person. So I want to say, extend that to Chris and extend that to y'all, because y'all really take time out of y'all day sometime to just make us feel good, man. It ain't for no money. It ain't nothing. It just really helps us to be like, damn, I was just telling you what I've been through. I was just making a joke. And the fact that you was going through something and it got you through something, we be needing to hear that sometimes from what we going through in our own life. So thank y'all. That's all I want to add. I
saw a quote, man, last week. I forgot. I apologize for that. I think actually our boy Chris Howard, I think, actually posted it. He said, make sure y'all check on the happiest man in the room. And because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know, man. Like, you don't know what's going on behind the doors. But anyway, and Recondo, man, shout out to you, buddy. Make sure y'all check out Recondo, man.
Another video.
Damn right, man. Got a hell of a good channel going on there too. Falcons content. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Chris, buddy, drop where everybody can find you every week. Anything else?
End it off right, Chris. Come on, Chris. End it off right.
First and foremost, I have to give a special thanks to you two guys, man, being genuine yourselves. You can just see the chemistry between you guys. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to come onto the platform, speak my piece about the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons faithful for, again, like I said, accepting me. I know I'm technically the new guy, and so I appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity to speak my piece, for subscribing to the channel, because we are the show that's cool and fly too, and we believe that it's more, you can have more with the vision, and it's always time to be generational, because it's always time to be. So come on back to the show, and A1 Forever Sports, Chris Tip Moore, man. I really appreciate every last one of you guys. Like I'm cool. I'm very humble type of guy. I'm not full of myself or anything. I love to have a great time, as y'all guys see. Like the guys say, the guy that you're seeing right now is the guy you're going to meet in person.
That
There's
really is
no
him.
fake about me. I don't know how to be nobody else but myself, and I wouldn't want to be nobody else but me.
Mhm.
There it
So,
is.
you know, it's just, I'm a very positive dude, and it took a long time for me to get that way. So I'm very proud of that. And I also, you know
Love
what I'm
it.
saying, want to say as well, like, it took me a long time to grow up, you know what I'm saying, and be mature about things, find my way in life instead of just trying to go out here and be one of those scumbags that Mike was talking about before and everything. I'm just so grateful for me changing my life and for me meeting guys like you, Smitty, Uncle Steve, Twisted, you know what I'm saying? God, I can go on and on, man, because there's some great Falcon creators. And I enjoyed the fact that you guys have welcomed me in, and thank you so very much. But never forget it. Always, you know what I'm saying, we want to do videos with you guys. All you gotta do is just hit me up, man. I am there.
Mhm. I
Dude,
appreciate it.
you know you're going to be a regular occurrence now, right?
We love you, dog. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I appreciate it,
we
brother.
love you, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah, no, it's I appreciate all of that, man. And yeah, we're still, yeah, you're newer than us. That's a fact. But we still consider ourselves kind of new still, but even though we've been around for a couple of years. But yeah, man, it's great, man. We've met so many cool folks doing this, man, which again, we had no idea that was going to happen either. But it's been awesome, man. So
Hold on, man.
yeah,
Let me
tell
throw
the
this in
folks.
there really quick, John.
Go
Really
ahead,
quick.
buddy.
I just have to say this. I want to spin off something he said. I want to say thank you to my co-host Johnny Yates, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just like Chris was just saying, it took me so long to grow up. It took me so long to be an adult because the way I think. It's very childish sometimes. As you can see, it's like fun, but it's
Gratitude, brother.
See, yes, please subscribe to my man.
It's a great
But
dude. It's a great
John
dude
has
right there.
been John is like a great example of how to be a dad, how to be like a good husband, and just how to be a good person. So a whole lot of times I gotta look to John and be like, all right, okay, I'll do it like that. And John is just a good influence, man. Uh, I'd be worse off if I didn't know John. Just know that I got a lot of bad influence around me, and I come from a bad place with bad friends and bad people. So a lot of the way I think and a lot of my habits, it just like he said, it took me a very long time to become an adult, to become a good person, and to become positive. I was a different person before this. And even if y'all knew me for real, you'll know that I'd be having some issues with some old habits of mine at times. But John is just the best influence. He's one of my best friends I could ever have. So I love you, buddy, and thank you.
Man, shout out to John, man. Shout out to Out of
Shout
Your
out to
Falcon
Johnny
Mind.
Yates, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Johnny Yates, the
Come on,
goat.
man. You out of your Falcon mind if you don't think this show is A1 forever. Stop playing, man.
I had to end of that.
Dude, that's I don't have any words, buddy. But you know
Yeah.
how I feel. Other than you making me emotional on Gratitude Day here. But I appreciate you, buddy. You know that. All right, man. A1.
Chris just said the coolest shit. He said, what did he say? He said, you out of your Falcon mind if you don't think this show is A1 forever. I love that.
That's fucking great.
I love that for the end.
That is great.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Chris, drop where everybody can reach you, man. Your channel,
Let's
your
go.
Twitter, all that stuff, man.
Well, again, man, you guys can find me on Twitter at A1Rock. That's A1ROC. That's Twitter, Instagram, A1 Forever, TikTok, The Real A1 Forever. And also, of course, A1 Forever Sports on YouTube, man. The show that's cool and fly too, man. Come and be a part of the A1 family. We'd love to have you.
Love it. Yeah. Make sure y'all in the chat tonight. Make sure y'all listening or watching on the replay. Please go subscribe to Chris, man. Y'all will not be sorry because you're going to see him on our channel a lot more often, and I'm sure we're going to be doing more collabs throughout the future, man. I think we're going to have a fun time just carrying on, man. All right. So for us, you guys, you can follow us at Twitter, Out of Your Effing Mind. You can follow Mike mostly on Out of Your Falcon Mind on TikTok and Instagram. You can email us as Miss Julie did. Thank you again, Miss Julie, for the email. It was amazing. Seriously, it was amazing. It really was awesome. At atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. If you missed it at the beginning of the show, go back and listen to the email because damn it, it's amazing. Y'all can purchase merchandise if you want to support the show that way at bonfire.com/Out of Your Falcon Mind. If you're listening on YouTube, on iTunes or Spotify, drop us a 5-star review. Like Mike said, you click a button. If you want to write a few kind words on iTunes, you can do that. And we'll shout you out on the show, and it helps us grow there too. So we appreciate all of that. We will be back after the win on Sunday to recap on Monday
there
night.
You go, John.
That's right.
3-0, baby.
We'll be here to recap it. Just be Mike and I this time on 7 p.m. on Monday. And as far as I know, I don't think we have any guests that I'm unaware of. But you never know. Shit may happen. We're out of your fucking mind. You never know.
Matt Ryan might come through. Matty Ice, come on, buddy.
You just never know.
Well, he ain't doing nothing now.
All right. These guys, all he's doing is looking at film for the next show. Or the next game he's got to broadcast. That's it. So anyway, but yeah, we appreciate, man. Look, the chat, y'all were awesome tonight. Y'all were bringing it as always for shopping by, seeing and then hanging with us for 2 hours. And Chris, dude, thank you for hanging with us for 2 hours.
Wow, yes, it has been 2 hours. This is a wonderful show, guys.
It has flown by, man. But yeah, we really appreciate you hanging out with us so long, man. And Mike, take us out, buddy. Anything you got left, and then let's end this thing.
You out of your Falcon mind if you don't think this show was A1 forever, okay? Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.